Hi, good morning. My name is Zane. I'm currently up on at 5 a.m. November 17th. And what I'm doing here is this is going to be the start to my little communications challenge issued to me by my professor. And it's going to be really great. So the challenge itself is to communicate with 5 people over 7 days straight. Now, communication itself has like several different avenues like calling, texting, email, sending memes. Just we actually really communicate with a lot of different things, and most of the times not words. So the 5 people must be a family member, blood related or not. I think so. A friend who's not blood related. A teacher who's not Professor Malazzo. Who else? Oh yeah, a former employer and a partner or spouse or a customer service worker or a person that requires my communication, like a school advisor. So the people that I wow, that is already off to a good start. It's amazing. I'm an adult and I know what I'm doing with my life. Anyways, the people that I chose are very special in my life, and for the first two, I'm gonna do them back to back because they're both kind of the same. These are my sibling by chance and my sibling by choice. My older brother, we have the same father and same mother, his name is Zarian Tripp. He's very special to me, and I just thought it would be fun to do this with him because I don't get to spend a lot of time with him when I'm not here at home and I'm off at campus. In regards to my sibling by choice, it was obvious why I picked him. He's just the best, and he's gonna see this video and he's gonna be like, "Aw." In truth, I really care about both of them. They've helped me a lot in my life and they'll always be a part of who I am. So it was obvious to pick them. In regards to a supervisor, I've never actually had a real job before. But I did do a lot of volunteer for the music program at my old high school. And if I can find it, I even got an award for doing a bunch of things just whenever I was asked. And the person I chose for that happens to be. I can't find the award. That's sad. Nope, found it. Yeah. I got this special music service award at the end of my senior year for all the hard work that I did for this woman, and her name happens to be Mrs. Sarah Ramsey. She was my mentor throughout high school, both in music and just in general. She's really like a guide that I look to for confidence and just general stuff. She's a really nice person, really sweet, and I thank her for always believing in me throughout my entire just developing teenage years. Now this next person, my teacher example, he is amazing. Sorry, Mr. Palazzo, it isn't you because we can't use you. There was a teacher this semester that just really set the bar for college, and if these next like 7 semesters aren't as good as this one was because of this one teacher, I will never forgive anyone. I don't know who I have to take it up with. But my teacher's name is Ryan Johnson. He teaches Next 240, and he's just amazing. He's really just set the bar for college. I just said that. I should stop repeating myself. He set the bar for college and just made this semester really special. And I have so many photos and just fun memories from that class. And it's just a random 9:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays of just pure happiness and just, I wouldn't say stupidity, just fun. And I didn't expect that to happen in college. And person number 5, because I don't have a romantic partner, it was the easiest to just pick my school advisor, who's also my teacher, so I would see her regardless, and it'd just be like, easy. Ooh. So when it comes to day 1, we actually did a lot of communicating, and it was great. Person number 1, my older brother, I just hung out with him most of the day, and just talked about random things that we were thinking about, being broke in college, our lives, just how things are going, when we want to move out permanently. And it was just generally a great day with me and him. I realized in not post production, what am I talking about? I realized in editing I did not mention who person number two is by name. His name is Britt McCall. He's my best friend in the world. And this morning I texted him, or well, rather he texted me. It's all the same. Texted me good morning, and then we just started talking about random things too. They're both, person number one and number two are really like the same. They're both my brothers. One just isn't related to me by blood. What did we talk about? See, that's like one thing about communication with, at least with people that you like really care for. It's really easy to just forget and just like keep talking on and not worry about what's actually going on, like how I did with my other three people. It was simple. We just talked about things that we cared about. And I remember one thing was gay penguins. Talked about gay penguins. And then Ghostface. And that was person number one and two for day one. And when it comes to a former employer, I literally just asked her, hey, this is random, but should I go back to doing music next semester? And then she just immediately goes, yes, you should. And then I just gave her a little salute. And that was that for her. Then for person number four, my professor, I emailed him this morning about how I'm going to miss class because I have a dentist appointment, which I planned this. I planned all of this. That's why I'm doing it this week. So I can email him and then it'd be like natural communication to just keep going, because then tomorrow I can respond to the email, but I'm getting ahead of myself. And then he emailed me back today being like, yeah, that's fine. And then the last person was my advisor, who did not respond to me, and I did not expect her to, because she does not respond to emails on days where she's not working, and today was Sunday. Okay, so when it comes to day two, I communicated with person number one in person. Like an interview answer, say something nice about Diablo Cody. No. Thanks, though. Then I texted my best friend. I sent him this video on my left right here, and then then we just started debating whether or not Cyclops from the X-Men would be racist in real life. Then with my old boss, I asked her, I texted her, hey, does volunteer work count as a job? I need to prove a point. And she said yes. And I might have sent her a salute, might have not. Then with my current professor, I sent him this little artwork that I made of the class, and he said he would totally make this his next book cover when he finishes writing it. Then with person number five, my counselor, she finally responded to my email that I sent on Sunday. By the way, today is Monday, the 18th. And then I sent her, thank you, and that was it. When it comes to day number three, communicating with my brother in person.
Niggas call me the Drake. They call him the what? When I was a kid, niggas call me the Pox. But now I'm the Drake.
Then my subject number two, my best friend, he actually texted me first a meme saying being both are just never wrong, and that's just a true statement. Then I sent my old boss this video of some Instagram reel, and she found it very funny because she now has admin duties as a teacher, and it's just like a fun little inside joke between us. Then for my teacher, I just sent him an email saying I completed an assignment for him, and that was that. And then for my advisor, I actually just started registering for spring semester, so I had to ask her a question, but then I figured it out on my own, so I had to re-email her again saying, actually, no, not that I don't need your help, but I figured it out, and I'm sorry for bothering you. And that was day three. In regards to day number four, I texted my brother about being puppy cat. I texted my best friend that I was going to the Uniband concert and that I might enjoy it. Then I reacted to person number 3, my former boss, that 2 of her students had gotten some activity that they weren't supposed to. Then person number 4, I emailed my teacher about being Puppy Cat, and I was just like, this is such a good show. It's amazing. Then, last but not least, my counselor, I emailed her about a particular topic that relates to my campus tuition. In regards to day number 5, we texted person number 1, my brother, which I'll show to my left. Then we texted person number 2, which I'll show on my right, my best friend. It's actually kind of funny. I think my boss is like kind of a little, well, ex-boss. It's kind of like annoyed that I've like been contacting her so often, but I sent her a little meme to react to. Then I had one of my last few classes with my professor this semester, and that went really, really well because we invited some friends to come in and just sit in on the lecture, and then he showed us this video that reminded us of being Puppy Cat, and it was just so funny.
Detectors. It calls it play.
I
It calls
don't use
it.
AI detectors. I use having a brain and knowing what it is.
Well, for my focus inquiry, there's an automatic one. You have to.
Like you have to use AI, and I hated that assignment so much.
Well,
I feel so bad for young folks.
Yeah,
That makes me want to die.
no, my entire focus inquiry class is just about AI. That's the only thing he does.
You're right.
That's Puppy Cat. This is literally Puppy Cat.
Yeah, no, this is the Vocaloid.
And also, I like Vocaloid too.
Yeah.
And then I emailed my advisor again, and I really, really just wish sometimes that I just dated someone for a week just to make this project easier, because it's like kind of hard to just consistently email someone who literally has so much to do just every single day, and it's literally just me talking to myself in those emails like, hey, I figured something out, because I genuinely don't want to bother her, but at the same time, just like, I gotta get this done. Like, it's communication is hard. Okay, I'm leaving for Thanksgiving break, so let's break down day 6 really quickly. It goes quite easily for persons 1 and 2, my brother and my best friend. It was just really simple, just texting them really about just anything. I sent my brother this photo of my friend choking out someone, and then I texted my friend about Friendsgiving coming up during Thanksgiving break and if he wanted to go. Then we move on to person number 3. My old boss was not ignoring me, she just didn't respond because she's a teacher, and that's how it goes. And she liked what I sent her, and she said, I want this hung up in my office. When it comes to the last 2 people, I had to admit what I've been consistently emailing them for, because it kind of felt weird to not ask for their consent and then just like, you know, have to like, I was gonna plan to ask like literally on day 7. Well, the plan for day 7 is to just like say thank you for cooperating with this project, because in truth, I don't really mind if someone doesn't communicate with me. That's like not what I care about. I love my roommates so much. But yeah, that was persons number 4 and 5. I just had to email them like, hey, that's what this is for. And yeah, they both were just like, oh, okay, that's cool or whatever. So, walked in, up there actually, and chatted with my brother about his art project when I came home this morning, and it was really cool. It was the rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then a self-portrait. Who's that rabbit again? There. There. What's the name of that rabbit again?
Roger?
Oh, Who Framed Roger? I was like literally getting stuck on what his name was. It was good though.
Then I sent my best friend this video that really is relatable to us because we're basically Gumball and Darwin, but in human form.
Then I guess that makes you its dad. Its dad? Ah! What are we gonna do? I don't want to be a baby father. Let's ditch it.
And then I texted him that the project is finally over and that I'm almost done with it. And I said I'll never bother him again. And he goes, well, that would be bad because you're my best friend. And I was like, you're my best friend too. I think communicating with the people that you really care for, like really, really care for and want in your daily lives, like you want to see them every day, isn't as difficult as like these next 3 people are going to be. However, that's kind of a lie because my old boss is literally like a friend now. Sent her a video about trumpets and how it relates to her students. And you know, it's just really great to keep in contact with people that were so formulaic in your life, even if that comes with like the assumption when they're busy and they don't respond to you, that comes with the assumption of like, oh, I guess they hate me. And the truth is, they don't. Unless they show you that they really don't like you, it's best to just not get too caught up in your head. And then I did have to... Actually, I'm going to talk about him last. My advisor, I thanked her for pretty good advice on taking a science next semester and just like really just getting that gen ed done in 1-ish year. And so that was really helpful. And then the last person, my teacher Ryan, I had to like literally admit like how great this class was for me this year and just how beneficial it was. It was a really great class and I'm really happy that I met him and a lot of my other friends that also are in Mass Comm, but just like in general, I met some really amazing people in Next 240 and I advise that any VCU student take it. I'm gonna go on a walk for like this last little portion and talk about, I guess, communication. Actually, I'm gonna stand right here because the lighting's really good. When it comes to communication, it's simple. It can be anything. As long as the message is out there, that's communication. Whether someone or not responds, well, that doesn't mean you didn't communicate. Like the little saying of like the tree falling in the forest doesn't actually make a sound. It makes a sound. It's a really lonely tree. I think communication is evolving and it's generally really, really, really important in our lives. And it's quite amazing to see the methods of communication, except AI. I will deal with calling, texting, emailing, sending things by carrier pigeon, but if you tell me that an AI can communicate, I will look at you and call you a liar. But overall, this was fun. It was fun to communicate with people over 7 days. It did kind of feel like I was bothering them a little bit, but I liked it. I had fun.